Hello, everybody. Today we're going to start with Unit 11, Grammar 2. And you can open your student's book on page 159 to read the theory together. So what we're going to see is reported questions. And what's the form of reported questions? In reported questions, the subject comes before the verb. We do not use auxiliary verbs or question marks. Yes, and why is this? Because we are reporting. We are saying what somebody else said, or in this case, asked. Okay, so with questions with who, why, how, etc., we repeat the question word. The question word would be this one, yes, who, which, why, how. And we change the tense and the word order. What does this mean? We're going to check this with the examples. So if in the direct questions you have, what are you wearing to the wedding? Dad asked me. In the reporting question, you're going to have the reporting verb. Which is the reporting verb? The reporting verb in this case would be asked. Then the WH word, yes. Then the subject, in this case, I. And then at the end, the verb in this case was wearing. So the reported question would be, Dad asked me what I was wearing to the wedding. So first thing to take into account. The word order here was what plus the auxiliary verb are plus the subject you and then the verb wearing. Okay? This is in present continuous. Okay, now check here. What is the tense? What I was wearing. The tense is past continuous. Why is this? Because we are repeating something that somebody else said before. Remember that when we are reporting, we always go one tense backwards, and the past of present continuous is past continuous. And as this is not the direct question, the word order also changes. Here in the direct question, yes, you can see that we have a question word order, okay, as what I marked right here. Yes, now what happens, let me put this in black. What happens in the reported question? That asked me what? We have the WH plus I, the subject, plus was wearing. This is the verb. Yes? Okay, as you can see, what we have is an affirmative word order. So there are two things we have to change. The word order and the tense, one tense backwards, okay? So let's continue reading. Then it says, with reported yes, no questions, we use if or whether and change the tense and word order. Yes, this is always the same steps you have to do. So if in the direct question you have, do you have any money? Check that you have the auxiliary verb do, the subject you, and the verb have. This is in simple present. Okay? Now, in the reported question would be the reporting verb plus if or whether. Remember that whether after the W, it goes an H because students tend to forget the first H. It has two H's, okay? W-H-E-T-H-E-R. Okay, sorry about that. Plus the subject plus the verb. So Gary asked me if or whether I had any money. So we have here the reporting verb, which is asked. me in this case, if or whether, then the subject I, and then in this case, had, which is in simple past. So as you can see, we are going a tense backwards, and we are not using auxiliary verbs. Why? Because remember that in the direct question, you have the question word order. Okay. But in the reported question, you have the affirmative word order. Okay, clear? So two changes that you must always remember. So here we have tense, change the tense and word order the same as here. And change the tense and word order, not to forget. That's the basic of reported questions. We also change time, pronouns, and place words like we do in reported speech that we have previously seen this, yes? So you must also pay attention to those changes. Let's mark it. Change time, pronouns, and place words. Okay, so for example here, are you doing your homework tonight? Mom asked me if we have changed the pronoun, was doing my homework that night. Okay, remember that tonight becomes that night in reported. Good. And basically, that would be all for today. I hope you have taken note of all of this. If not, go back and write it also in your books. Do the following exercises and see you in the next class. Bye-bye.